lips giving away the grimace he's trying to hide as Samadel applies stinking ointment to a deep gash on his leg.
Glad you made it here in one piece. Any idea what you're going to do next?
Sure, just don't get too cozy. If you're smart, you won't stay here too long.
Folks here just want to cry over spilt milk and wait for Gareth. Soon as I'm healed, I'll find him myself. Someone has to.
Undead almost got me on the way in. Had to kick his head right off to get free. Put my foot through his skull and, well... Don't I know it? Still, I hope I don't have to do that again anytime soon. If you have one to spare, I sure would appreciate it.
He gulps down the potion and stretches his leg in front.
Almost good as new now. Thanks.
Mateys, let me change your dressing.
I'm fine, I swear. See to the others. Oh.
Please! It hurts!
Don't move, Jules.
In an instant. My wounds have all but vanished. I didn't think. Thank you.
Claude?
The Magister flagship. It has ballastay that tore our ship into kindling. The shard from our own mast pierced my side. I'm lucky the others managed to haul me all the way here. Especially after I saw what the Magisters did to those of us they captured.
He shuddered.
They turned the living into shriekers. Crucified wretches that unleash pure destruction on anyone who tries to pass. I wish I had a fitting way to thank the person who saved my life. As it is, all I can offer is, well, it's not much, but
Claude?
maybe you'll find some
You
use.
still with us? He owes you his life. You have my thanks.
That's better.
The wound is festering. It needs to be changed.
I will not be offended.
What?
Leave me be.
Please. What?
It hurts!
Claude? You still with us? Mateys, let me change your dressing.
I will not be a burden. Leave me be.
I feel better.
Claude? You still with us?
That's better.
Please! Take the pain away!
What? Please.
Mateys, let me change your dressing.
I'm fine, I swear. See to the others.
The young woman chews her lower lip as she observes the injured before her. She bends to grab a rag, wiping her blood-smeared hands. She looks up and sees you.
If you're looking for healing, sorcerer, well,
The woman wrings the blood-stained rag in her hands.
Magisters aren't known for their mercy. Many of us died.
Take the
And the ones here will likely follow the same fate, by a slower road. I've done all I can. Their wounds are too great. All I can offer them now is prayer and a cup of water. If you know a way, I'd be beyond grateful. Magic? All I've got is my own...
She trails off and limply gestures to her paltry make...
I'm not even a healer. Ours was killed in the attack. I'm just a cook. Do what you will. Just don't...
You healed me. How did you... Oh, never mind. I don't care how. I only care that today won't be my last. I don't remember much. I barely had time to realize the Magisters were attacking before I was injured. The last thing I saw were these things, these shriekers. Those Magisters are gonna pay in blood for what they did to us. If my mother were here, she'd box my ears for not being able to thank you properly. Though I reckon that walloping from the Reds was punishment enough. Thank you.
Please, heal them all.
I feel better.
Healed? I'm healed.
Matis, let me change your dressing.
I'm fine, I swear. See to the others.
My...
The fog is lifting.
I'm alive! I'm alive!
Matis, let me change your dressing.
I will not be a burden. Leave me be.
The lizard holds a crimson-soaked rag against his side. He looks up as you approach, his expression oddly serene.
Magisters, they found our camp near the old harbour and unleashed hell upon us. I'm lucky in a way. I was wounded by an arrow. It wasn't just sword and spear the Magisters used on us. No, they had these weapons. Living beings, depleted of source and crucified, pathetic to look at until the power that they unleashed. There was nothing we could do. Only run. Shriekers they're called. I can still hear that sound they uttered. Makes my scales crawl.
Sir Gareth is looking for a way to defeat them now. Let us hope he finds it.
How do you have so much power?
What?
Healed? I'm healed.
Someone healed me. I was bound for death, and they saved me. It's a miracle. The Magisters attacked our camp back at the harbour. I caught one of the...
He lands a comradely slap on your back. His strength has definitely returned.
Don't you doubt it. This old war serpent's still got some fight left in him, especially now that wound is healed. Tail?
The fog is lifting.
It seems the wounded will pull through. Thank the gods.
The fog is lifting.
Humble servant.
Wisht, bonny bairn, now don't you cry. The birds are asleep, the moon's in the sky.
A young man in oversized armor paces around a table covered with a spread of maps, his face a tight scowl of...
Every approach blocked. Oh, damn it! What good are battle tactics against those things, anyway?
Please, Armadi, bless and
Smoke
protect
and
your
screams.
humble servant.
Echoes of death. Gareth, please come back.
He glances up. In quick succession, he becomes aware of both your presence and the fact that you're not a familiar face.
Who the blazes are you? A sorcerer? Indeed. A seeker can always recognize a sorcerer when they see one. You meant Verdus? Then he's as good as dead. We're the Seekers he spoke of. We were supposed to free him. Instead, we've failed him. You, a Godwoken? Surely not. Though if Verdus said you could be important, but there's no way to be certain until we've left this blasted island behind us.
The young man anxiously fidgets with his curved bow. You've found a matter close to his...
That's easier said than done, I'm afraid. The Magisters have us cornered. They have these weapons called Shriekers. If we try to go against them unprepared, we're dead. We've lost many already. There's weapons, ancient devices that can counter those things. Our leader, Sir Gareth, set out to find them so we could break the but he hasn't returned. If Sir Gareth doesn't come back with those weapons in tow, well, this island will be our grave. You'll help?
His shoulders visibly relax, the weighty armor upon them settling with a clink.
Thank you. Allies are in short supply in this place. If you help us, I promise, we'll get you as far away from this. Please, ask. Whatever helps. We came to free an elf called Verdus from Fort Joy. He was a Godwoken. He could have been the next Divine, but we failed him. Well, before there's a Divine, there must be a Godwoken. Only a special few among sorcerers have this potential. Without them, a true successor to Lucian will never rise. And on top of everything, someone seems to be killing what few Godwoken there are. It must be Alexander. A failed Godwoken like him wouldn't want to see any other become the next Divine. Sir Gareth? He's the finest Seeker I know. I'm honored to serve as his squire. He wouldn't let us down. Not unless something's gone horribly wrong. None. He set out to find those source weapons, and that's the last we saw of him. The masked priestess, Gratiana, told Sir Gareth of them after she granted us shelter here. She was reluctant at first, but, well, Sir Gareth can be very insistent. Speak to her if you wish. She may know more. The Magister flagship, the Lady Vengeance, she's anchored at the old harbour. Once the way is clear, we're to take her and get the hell out of here.
The seven will show us your second head. So close your sweet eyes and rest your head.
Please come back.
A dwarf stands by a young woman. He seems intensely focused on her, whispering and singing softly in her ear. She's staring blankly into space.
And protect blood and bone. Fight.
Hush now, Leia. They'll not hurt you again. Once Gareth gets back, we're going home.
The woman rubs her neck, raking her nails across her skin as she whimpers. The dwarf starts at the sound of your voice, gripping the woman's arm for a moment before he relaxes.
New faces. Hope you aren't bushwhacked by the Magisters. As for her neck, she's remembering the damnable source collar she once wore. Lucky for us, she had the skills to remove them. There's many a sorcerer that's been freed thanks to her.
The dwarf smiles, his eyes filling with warmth as he...
Aye, we are at that.
He strokes her hair as Leia leans her forehead against his shoulder, muttering quietly about Gareth.
We were part of the caravan headed to Fort Joy, shiny collars and all. Gareth and the Seekers ambushed the caravan and freed us, saved every one of us from that hell. But now he's off searching for weapons to take down them Shriekers, and all we can do is sit here, thinking about the Godwoken we didn't save.
From fragments to whole. From their past to our future.
She ain't detailed, but she ain't wrong. The Godwoken are our hope that a new divine can be born. Someone to replace Lucian and push back the Voidwoken. Someone to restore order and protect the source. I'd speak to Exeter if you want to know more. There's ways, but I ain't privy to 'em. One thing I do know, mind. The Voidwoken have their number. They react to Godwoken like no one else.
Barking dogs in wolves' clothing. Teeth in the sea.
Aye, there's enough of them about. But don't you worry none. Gareth will be back soon. Then we'll be home and be a part of the caravan. But now he's off searching for weapons to take down.
The dwarf starts to sing softly as the woman rocks slow.
Maybe we should fortify this
Bonnie
place.
Barn,
Make
now
a stand.
don't you cry.
Duggan stands over Leia, singing softly as she mutters about.
There, lass. Don't you worry. Gareth.
Know what to do.
It seems the wounded will pull through. Thank the gods.
Water, please. Water.
I'm alive! I'm alive!
A grim-faced man sifts through a pile of badly damaged weapons, salvaging the repairable, ditching the broken. He picks up a rapier, the blade nicked and splintered, the hilt twisted. He holds the damaged blade.
This was Halorn's blade. It was his first. It was also his last. He didn't intend to die here, but die here he did. He was an ordinary soul with an extraordinary heart, Halorn. What did Halorn believe in? He believed in truth. He believed in hope. He believed that Alexander is a killer of Godwoken. I believe that on one point at least, he was right.
The point breaks away, leaving a jagged edge. The sword is shorter now, but it'll do more damage.
Who are you?
He realizes, to his surprise, that he holds the weapon in his hand, ready for battle. He smiles to himself, tucks the weapon away, and gets back to work. He works fast, checking weapons to see if they're battle-ready. He thumbs the edge of a blade. It draws blood.
The blade is thirsty. Now what can I do you? Nice doing business with you. I wish I had better wares to offer. If I had a forge, I could do something. Maybe. Martha's axe looks serviceable. If I had a forge, I could do something.
Please,
Hush,
Armada,
Bonnie Baron,
bless
now don't you
and
cry.
protect your humble servant.
The birds are asleep, the moon's in the sky.
Before you stands a figure, her body wreathed in cloth. All you can see of her eyes are two dark holes in an ornate mask.
Rest your behead.
Smoke and screams. Echoes of death. Armadia's blessings, child. I have not seen this face in our sanctuary before. Pray, who are you? I have no grand library to offer, but there is food and shelter. I am Gratiana, priestess of Armadia. It is a privilege to welcome you to her sanctuary from Brachus's vile swamps.
She pauses for a moment before answering.
We must always strive to help those who suffer. For many years I did not understand that simple truth. For many more, I have tried to right the wrongs of my past.
Despite the mask, you can feel her expression hard.
Time is a river, ever slipping by. It does no good to mourn what's gone before, only to appreciate where the... In this place I can worship the goddess Armadia and help those who come to me for aid. I live a good life. The person that I was is dead. It was not always thus. This swamp was once a rich, lush land before he came. He is no more, thank the goddess. It has been many centuries since he walked Riverlong, although he still casts a shadow. He ruled this realm as a tyrant and beast. He stole its source and left only death. On this island he built and these marshes were a playground for he and his necromancers. Many unfortunate souls were brought here. Blessed were those who died quickly, or died at all. I have been here for many years. It has given me a lot of time to... In truth, the torments of Brachus and of these magisters were not so different. Both purged source. Indeed, the magisters have even taken Brachus's worst tools. First, the purging ones. Without something more powerful than these sticks the Seekers are armed with, those crucified monstrosities will kill them to a man. Twice today I've heard those words. Their leader, Gareth, insisted that he could lead them out. I told him of Brachus's cache of soul-forged weapons, arms not even the Shriekers could stand against. Eventually, I fear for these souls, if he has come to any harm in the marsh. Without the wands he seeks, not one will escape this island. He set off north, to the ruins of Brachus's source armory, but there is no way to know what he found there, even if he survived the swamps. Walk ever in Armadia's grace, child. Please, Armadia, bless and protect your humble servant.
Smoke and screams, echoes of death.
Wished Bonnie Baron, now don't you cry.
He's come back.
The birds are asleep, the moon's in the sky. The seven
Please,
watch over us,
Armadia,
you're safe
bless
in bed.
and protect your humble servant.
So close your sweet eyes and rest your head.
Amidst the placid little pond, the face of a goddess lies half submerged in the water. Rivulets stream from her deep-set eyes like endless cascades of sunlit tears.
Please, Armadia, bless and protect your humble servant.
You feel peaceful in her presence, soothed somehow by an intangible comfort. As you gaze upon her loving face, you find yourself drawn into a trance-like state. A voice seems to reach you from within your mind and from the furthest reaches of the stars. Its whispers caress you like a breeze. The voice grows stronger, like a breeze picking up. What were whispers become words.
My children, my children. Gone are my children. Dead are they in the cradle I have wrought.
A feeling of indescribable sadness assails you. It feels like your heart merges with the spirits, torn together by a coil of thorns.
My child, weep with me for the mother who has lost. Weep with me and bathe in the tears of Amadia.
Your tears mingle with those of the goddess down in the tranquil crystalline pond. As suddenly as it came, the voice is gone, and you wake from its presence as if from dream-filled slumber. The pond now shines with an inner light, and standing in its waters, you feel rejuvenated, pure as if...
Amadia's grace, blessings upon this day.
The 7 watch orders.